It's Monday night or Tuesday morning, and I just had my first trip in a couple hours. I picked up one of our drivers and brought him to where he picks up the car. So that he could go to work. It's been kind of on the quiet side at the beginning of the night, and around 9 o'clock I started connecting. 9:30, 10 o'clock, between 10:30 and 1 or so I connected very well. Yeah, I think it was 12:55 when I cleared from that one fare or so. And then I went to the parking lot and started watching YouTube again, and fell asleep watching YouTube, and I didn't make any money in the last couple hours, and well, until I got this guy. So I don't know, I'm maybe at I guess I might be doing okay. Anyway, even though I had my coffee, I fell asleep because that's how dead it was, or how dead it's been this morning. Maybe now it will pick up and get better. It still is a Monday night in February. Well, here I am. Yeah, Monday night in February, well, Tuesday morning, and, well, whatever. It's been uneventful except for that little time between about 9:30 and midnight where I did all right. And I can still, have a decent night the way things are going. I just had a 2-hour break, that's all. And sometimes that happens. I'm still kind of sleepy, so I don't know what I'm saying, and maybe I shouldn't have turned this camera on. But if nothing really eventful happens in the rest of the night, I keep saying that, don't I? Then that's it for tonight. If something eventful does happen, of course, I'll tell you about it right here. Okay. Yeah. See that center screen? That's a full moon. Or it's a moon that was full not long ago. Like maybe a day or so. I'll have to check my my moon website. Got this website that tells you what the phase of the moon is. It's very often I'd go and check that website, and it would tell me what the phase of the moon is, and then I would say, no wonder things were the way they were. Anyway, it's the end of my night, end of my Monday night. It's 5:46 a.m. and I have done well. I've done okay. It ended up being a good night, even though there was one gap of 2 hours right in the middle of it. It's been solid. If the rest of the week goes this way, I'll be very happy. So now it's time to hit the car wash and clean this thing up a little bit. Wipe all the mud off the kick plates and shake out the mats and maybe wash it. I don't know. We'll see. I'll get back to you later in the week. Okay, here we are again. We're at the airport. And look how funny some people park here. This guy is really in the way. Get me out of here. There's the flowers again. I think I showed you those one time. But I'm not going to do anything like zoom in, or I'm not going to use any stabilizers because, well, we have now better headlights than we had before. See, a couple weeks ago, we were blowing headlights like crazy, and what was happening is that the moisture was getting into the headlight, what do you call those things, the housing in which the headlight is, you know, the clear plastic housing, and we were getting moisture in there, and the moisture was causing the headlight bulbs to explode. And so it was a problem. Here we are leaving the airport and doing these roundabout things here. I tried doing this once before, but it didn't work out because I tried stabilizing, and I should have actually proofed the video before putting it up, but I was in a hurry. What was that, a couple weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago? Did I mention that this is Taxi Vlog 393? I think that's about right. Okay, so the Tuesday night started out real slow. There was not a lot going on. It was pretty dead. And then I was almost breaking even just before midnight, and I had a call that went out to, well, quite a distance from where I was. I was being sent from Uptown to the 4 Mile pub, and it said more than one car ordered. And then when I got out there to the 4 Mile pub, there was nobody. Here's another stupid roundabout. Ugh. So, yeah, see, roundabouts throw my concentration right off. I forget what the hell I was talking about. Oh, yeah. Anyway, there was nobody who wanted a taxi at the 4 Mile, so I had to truck it back and wait again for another call. And then I had a couple more calls. I had some good luck. I had one guy who went from the 7-Eleven, and he had received a Facebook message from his brother. Oh no, here's another one of these stupid roundabouts. Let's just do the racer's line through this one. This is what I was talking about last time. I was going to do the racer's line and just get through this bullshit instead of doing the curves and following the painted lines on the road. I just did the racer's line and got through there as quickly as possible since there was nothing else coming. Where was I? Oh yeah. Anyway, I had one guy who went from the 7-Eleven, and he was looking to go visit his brother, who had said on Facebook that I've had it, this is the end. So he thought his brother was going to commit suicide, but when we got to where he thought his brother lived, he didn't even have the right address. He didn't know where his brother lived, so then he called him on the phone, and everything was fine. And then he said, well, my brother's a drama queen, you know. So we got him back to where he had started, and for $25, and he says, well, now my brother owes me a drink. And I said, well, he owes you a cheap bottle of whiskey, $25, yeah. And so there we go. Not just one drink. I wouldn't settle for one drink after a scare like that. Sending you on a goose chase, not having the right address, and then when he talked to his brother on the phone, everything was just fine. Grand. So, we continue. And I had another call to Denny's. I was there after less than 3 minutes. And this was after a couple more calls. And I get to Denny's, and there's nobody there. So there are people in the back parking lot, and they're not the ones who want the cab. So I call again the phone number, and it's the phone number for the restaurant that they gave me. So I called that phone number, and you know what happened? The guy had already left. He was gone. So that was just a waste of my time. Went back to the parking lot, watched videos. I've been catching up on videos. I'm going through my watch later list tonight. And then later on, I had a couple more fares, and it was going okay. Had about 160 on. And got another trip. And I get there to the other 7-Eleven. Where I go to pick up these guys, and they're looking kind of shady and sketchy to me. And it's a weirded out scene because these guys are going. One guy wants the other guy to give him some money so that he can go score some drugs or something. And the other guy who was supposed to give him money doesn't give him any money. I don't know why. He doesn't give him any money. Anyway, I'm waiting there with my meter off, and these bozos are trying to figure out what the fuck they're doing. And then they all get out and they close the doors. So I drive away. And I do a code 71, which means undesirable fare. So I drive out of there. Let's get around this truck. This must weird out people in England and Australia to pass on the left rather than on the right. Yeah, I imagine it would. Just like it weirds me out to see footage of people driving in those other countries, you know, like Japan, where they drive on the other side of the road. And to pass a vehicle, it's strange. That's for you, Nick. What else? Okay, so then I went back to the parking lot, and I was watching a little bit more video to the point where I was one video away from the end of my watch later list on all my 4 channels, and then I got a time call. I got a 4:15 time call. And I got in front of the place at 4:15. I called the guy. And he said, I'll be out in 5. He was out in 9. So we left there at about 4:25 rather than 4:15. And we got him to the airport in plenty of time because his plane only leaves at 6:30. So coming back from the airport, you may notice there are other taxis on the road. That one just passed me. I should turn my top light back on. Now let's get past this pickup here. A fair amount of traffic this morning coming back in from the airport. Usually there isn't quite this much. But, yep, as far as Tuesday nights go, this one turned out okay. This airport run gave me 56. So I'm over 200. I've reached my modest goal for the night. And now I can just relax. I've got 1 hour till I got to turn the car in. Maybe I'll watch the rest of those videos. And maybe I'll do another trip. Anyway, what a difference it makes to have good headlights, eh? Alright, well, I've gone on for about 10 minutes this segment, so I'll come back and let you know about Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. 4:26 in the morning. I just dropped off a fare, and I haven't had that many trips tonight, but a few of them were pretty good. I mean, the one I just did was a $17 fare, and I got $25 for doing it. And I've had 2 or 3 like that, and I've had others in the $10 range, $15 range. And like I said, I think I've only had about 10 fares, but I'm getting I'm doing all right, I think. I'm creeping up on 200 now. It's not too bad. I got an hour and a half to go. And this is the Wednesday night, so it's the hump day. I woke up late today. I think I was more tired than I thought I was. Woke up at 5:30 and I had to be to work at 6. Well, I didn't have to be to work at 6. I was at work at 6:20, which is around the time I usually get there. And day shift only showed up in 5 minutes, so I didn't wait too long. There's no traffic now. So the last fare was taking this woman home who became an aunt or an aunt. I guess her sister just had a baby, so I was taking her home from the hospital. And I've had a few other interesting trips. Well, a lot of just regular stuff, really. I had one where I took this woman to the bank and back home. Oh yeah, it's just the routine. I don't know what else to say right now. I'll give you a look at the road. This here is Tillicum. Did I show you Tillicum before? I don't know. But there's nothing on it right now. It's... Yeah, I did show it to you. I showed it to you in the rain a week or two ago. And there were all those colors with the traffic lights. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a peaceful night for the most part. I've just been watching videos the whole time. I think I don't have anything to do in the morning, but go home. I don't have any appointments or anything I gotta get to. This is that intersection where all the colors were kind of lively. Yeah, I don't think anything exciting will happen in the next hour and a half. If anything does, I'll let you know. Maybe I'll tell you about it tomorrow. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll be back tomorrow, Thursday night, Friday morning. Guess where I am again? Airport, second day in a row. Well, I guess it ended well. And here I am at the airport, and so that's yeah, very good. Just the kind of ending my night needed. Anyways, I'll get to you tomorrow. It's pretty amazing how you can have 3 weird people things happen in a row. Or was it 3? Yeah, 3, okay. So I got sent to an address that I haven't been sent to before, but I know where it is because it's on a familiar street. So I get there, and I'm in front of the house, and it's a house behind some bushes, like, you know, but you know what the number of the house is because it's there. So I dial the phone number, and I don't get a ring, but it says, this is the voicemail of somebody's name, and that was it. And I didn't leave a message or anything, but I waited a little bit, and I thought maybe I'd call again, but then this girl comes out. She's kind of dressed in black, and she's quite a cute little thing. And she says, I want to go to the Duke. Okay. Country bar. So I'm taking her down to the Duke, and she's saying, it's pretty pathetic, isn't it? I say, well, what? That I'm going to the bar alone. And I said, well, okay. Now, why would you be going to the bar? She said, oh, you're asking me why? Well, because I'm almost 30, and I got to have some fun before I'm 30. I'm thinking, uh-oh. And then she's giving me some shit like she's been in a breakup or something, and she had to get out of an abusive relationship and so on. And she's saying, do I look hot? And I said, you look just wonderful, thank you, you know, you look good. And she did, she looked good. She had nice pale complexion skin, or maybe it was makeup, and she had dark black hair, and she looked really good. She was showing a bit of cleavage too, and cowboy boots, but she was short, you know. She's a cute little thing, and it seems to me that she's kind of desperate too, because I got busy as soon as she got out, and you know, I was glad to get rid of her, because people who are desperate, kind of, they're upsetting, you know. Anyway, then these people were getting in and getting out and getting in and getting out, like the downtown crowd, and couldn't make up their mind where to go. And then one of them walked off, and then the other ones decided to go to Sugar. But so we're on our way to Sugar, but then the one in the front saying we'll go to Sugar, the one in the back says I want to go to Lucky, the one in the front says go to Sugar, I'm paying, the one in the back says no, I'm getting off to get at Lucky, and whatever. In the confusion, I just stopped the car, and I thought we'd let one out and take the others, whatever, but they all ended up getting out. It was like $4.35 on the meter, and I got $5. Wonderful. So then I'm heading back out of downtown because I don't like it down there. It is Thursday night, by the way. It's about 12:20 in the morning. So it's actually early Friday morning. And I don't have my lease on yet. How much do I need? 10, 20, 37, 50. I need another $20 to get my lease on. I mean, I know I will get it. I'm also having a coffee because I was falling asleep watching a video just before. I'm about to watch another one soon. And I'm first in the zone. There's cars sitting everywhere. Okay. So then I go to get my coffee after I've dealt with that girl. And I've dealt with those 4 kids who couldn't make up their minds where they're going, and they're all arguing and disagreeing. It's like, oh, too much negativity. So I go and get my coffee. And as I'm getting my coffee, I noticed the guy in front of me was kind of giving the girl behind the counter a hard time. She looks like she's in her 20s, early 20s, very early 20s. And she's got too much makeup on. She has the really red lipstick, and she has the painted on eyebrows. They look like Groucho Marx's mustache. And she had like eye stuff on, and all kinds of goop on her face. You know, she'd look a lot better without all that stuff on. You know, heavy lipstick and fake painted on eyebrows on a woman. That looks gross. I like them natural looking. You know, no makeup. It's just better. Not only does it look better to me, but it's better for the skin. You know. Where's I going with that? Anyway, the guy who was in front of me dealing with that girl, he was giving her a rough time. He wants a different lid on his coffee, or I don't know what it was, but I think he was being a bit of a jerk to her, and so she was kind of surly. And it's like she knew what I wanted before I ordered it, because I always order the same thing. So she had it ready for me before I said it. But she wasn't. She was in a grumpy mood, very grumpy mood. And I know the energy is getting lower now because the full moon was 2 or 3 days ago. I could just feel the whole energy coming down. And then I was grabbing my phone to make a vlog, and then there was the message on there, please text me. And whose phone number was it? The little girl that I took to the country bar. Now, what would I have to text her about? Just because I was nice to her, she wants... Oh, I don't like desperation. I don't like it when somebody has to when somebody's bent out of shape because they are going to a bar alone. And she says, have you ever done that? I said, yeah, I've gone to bars alone before, sure. But I usually went there to drink. Well, she's probably gone there to drink too. And get wasted and stupid and shit-faced, and then get puking drunk. And then go home. Having had her fun before she's 30. Oh. Is it any wonder I don't work downtown? The people just turn me off. On one side, I feel... No, she was kind of clingy. She just... I probably won't text her. She says, please text me. I'll let you know at the end of the night how it went. Let's hope for another airport run. 4:20 a.m. Oh, what a time of day. Well, I have had 2 fares that lost something. I broke even at exactly 2 o'clock. in the morning. And that means that my lease and fuel for the car is paid. So from there, what happened was I got a call to Denny's while I was talking to another driver in a parking lot. And we were talking about the way the night has been and the way the night's going. I got sent to Denny's. And I get there, and when I got there, the waiter started, he gave me the sign that the people are coming out. There are these two folks, I guess, in their early 30s or so. They came outside. And one of them said, well, we're going downtown. It was a younger man and woman. And the man says, we're going downtown. Okay. So we went downtown, and he gave me an address, and he says, I just have to get some car keys. So he said, wait here. And she waited in the car with me, and we were sitting there talking, and she said that she had lost her what do you call it, purse. So the woman lost her purse, and the guy was going to get some keys. So we're waiting for him, and then she says, well, is it okay if we go to my place on the way to his place? And I said, well, that's fine. And where's your address? And she gave me the address. It was like halfway across town. And his address was all the way across the other end of town. So I stood to make some coin. So here's what happened. I took them to her place, where she found her wallet, but she did not find her purse. And then after that, we took them to his place, which was right near the part of town where I started out when I got that call to Denny's. Yeah. So that worked out really well. So we ended up, it was like $32 or $33 when we got there. And the guy gave me $40 on Interac. So I had a $40 profit already. And now, this was the second call after that. I got sent to a jam, a place where bands like to jam. You know, they have like an old warehouse or something, and they jam in that warehouse, and that's where they practice their music. And apparently they had been playing a pub tonight, and these two guys who had had a few drinks got in the car, and one of them says, well, we're going to a certain address in Esquimalt. I go, okay. So we get there, and as we're on the way, the other guy who's not going to be dropped off there is starting to panic because he can't find his keys. And he's looking all over the floor and all over the seat. And when we stop, he's looking under the car even for his freaking keys. Anyway, his buddy gets out because he lives there. And this one says, well, I won't be able to get into my house without the keys, so we got to go back to the studio, which was down near Bay Street and Rock Bay. So back there, we get to the studio, and there's almost $20 on the meter. And I asked him, do you want me to wait? And he says, well, yeah, okay, if you can hang tough for a minute or two. So I did. I waited a couple minutes, and he came back out. He had already paid me $20. And now I took him to the other end of Esquimalt, down on Admirals. And that was another, it ended up being like $25.95, $26. And so he gave me another $10, so I got $30 for that $26 on the meter. So far, I'm making a profit, and I got another hour and a half to go. Well, at least maybe now I can get the pharmaceuticals that I'm running out of. Yeah, I take pills for my diabetic condition, and they work really well. So I'm going to have to go and, I think, take the new prescription form in and get the pharmacist to get me some pills. Maybe I should do that tonight. Oh, I could do it in the morning when my shift's over. Yeah, that's it. Well, once again, we're getting to the end of a Thursday night. And I think if I get another fare like that, or a few more little fares, tonight will have been a success. Well, it's 2:38 in the morning, and I'm on this little street that I hope has a wide part at the end so that I can turn this little piggy around, because it would appear that it's not very wide, but I'm going to use this slopey driveway right here. See the slopey driveway? Yeah, there's a slopey driveway. We're going to use that slopey driveway to roll backwards down a hill and avoid the beeping coming on. See, I have to do that all the time. I have to avoid the beeps coming on because I hate the beeps. Because it beeps when you're in reverse and it beeps when you put it in drive again to remind me that I don't have a seatbelt on. And I know I don't have a seatbelt on. Now I want to show you something just around this corner. I just drove this girl home, and she said the Airstream house. See, she has Airstream trailers, and that's a 69 Airstream, she told me, just like the astronauts used. And there's a 63 Airstream. Anyways, I thought that was cool, so I thought I'd show you. Now she's on YouTube. Well, she's not, but her trailers are. So another one of those wacko things here. Well, you know what? I had some incredible good luck tonight. I had a few long fares. I had one that went from the Hotel Z. It's a little motel, and they went from the motel to the Royal Roads University, and after that, the guy went to another address out in the Western Communities in Langford. So that was just brilliant. And then we had another trip where I got sent to High Quadra, and she went to like Raynor in Esquimalt, which is already a $20 fare. But then she went there to pick up her uniform to go to the Tim Hortons out near the Costco, and it was like $41 on the meter, and because I got her to work on time, she gave me a $20 tip. I don't know, but you know, I didn't think Tim Hortons employees were paid that well, but wow, you know, $60 for doing that. And then as soon as I did that, I got sent to the Walmart out there, which had just closed. This is the Walmart in Langford, and they went out to Pearson College. Now, Pearson College is another $35 fare from there. And I've been cleaning up. I'm upwards of $300, and it's only 2:42 in the morning. I've got 3 hours and 18 minutes left to go, and it's fogging. It's fogging. We're getting fog out there. I better turn those high beams off there. But we got fog. Look at that. You can't see the fog as well now. Well, I guess you can with the overhead lights. And now the fog is gone. It's oh, here's some more fog coming up. There, just a little bit of fog. I'd love to give you a really, really thick fog, but I can't do that on demand. I better turn the lights off in here so I can see out. Okay, that's better. So yeah, I've had some great fares, and so far, like I said, I even can go more than 3 hours and 18 minutes because it's Adrian who's driving in the morning, and when Adrian starts like around 8 o'clock or something like that. So I don't need to worry about coming in, and I'm doing okay for money, so I might as well milk it a little more. What do you think? If nothing really, really memorable happens, I'll say, hope yours is better than mine. And if something memorable does happen, you'll get to see me again. Or you get to see the road in front of me. Whichever comes last. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. You see that? That's cherry blossoms. There's cherry blossoms. They're all the way up this street here. I'll try and go real slow so the beeps don't start. Hey, look at that. Cherry blossoms. Cherry trees blooming. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? There you go. Oh, shit.